Okay, I'd like to preface this video with telling you that Zabby is doing fantastic. This is good news in this video, okay? Despite that, this is still a major trigger warning. I mean major. People who thought they could handle it could not. So please, if you are still hanging on to that last shred of sanity and not flailing down here in the trenches with the rest of us, maybe consider listening to this video instead of watching it, okay? There's your warning. It's going to show now. If your mouth just dropped, that is on you. But if you didn't see the last video, I will explain. Now, most of the time when I voice over these videos, I simply word vomit all of the chaotic spiraling that is going on inside of my head, and it takes me all of 10 minutes. But today, I have been sitting here for 4 hours trying to figure out what was socially acceptable and how exactly to go about this. And you guys keep asking me, Megan, are you okay? Have I ever been okay? So after 4 hours, I finally decided, let's just go full unhinged. They're used to that. What channel are you following? Megan, I think you've taken it a little bit too far. Life has taken me a little bit too far, okay? But this is where we're at, and this is how we are proceeding, understood? Big boo-boo, oof and ouch, moving on. We all had our cry in the last video, and now we are looking at this with love and light, okay? But now that I have gone on and on and on and on about how I was trying to find the line, and then I found a little scribble and absolutely leaped bounds over it, let me give you the update. Let me start by saying that he looks a whole lot worse than he is actually doing. His entire team is actually ecstatic with how his progression has been and so hopeful for his future. And I'd like to emphasize once more that our top priority right now is his pain management, and he is on so much that he don't know what is going on. But what he does know is food and pets, because he gets so excited when either of those things are offered to him. And that is our biggest motivation to keep going so long as he continues to be comfortable and not in pain. Now, those of you that are still here and haven't scrolled away, I'm assuming are already traumatized beyond belief in life and would like to hear the medical of what's going on. I don't know, I guess that's just an assumption that I made, that we all like to hear the details. So even though he is on a continuous IV ketamine drip, he is further sedated every day for a wound cleaning with the criticalist and surgeon. But once we removed the necrotic skin that we could without causing further trauma, we had to hunt down a special human-grade $350 ointment on a Sunday. All of the pharmacies closed, but finally, we somehow at the end of the day managed to find it and told his sob story and even got a discount and got it down to $80. A win is a win. And since then, the ointment has been working like magic. Now, you might be asking, Megan, what about those tilapia fish skin grafts? Now, those would be super neat and snazzy if he had any skin left to suture them to. Whoa. But the team did reach out to a nearby dermatologist who recommended a few sessions in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. So as soon as we are able, we will start transferring him to those sessions a few times a week. So when will he be able? Well, he is exceeding the rate at which we want him to be healing. And while it is very unfortunate where this burn is localized, the good thing is that it is localized, and so we are not seeing a lot of the inflammatory responses that we would see with full body burns. His protein levels remain stable and his blood work looks good, and his appetite is absolutely through the roof, which is exactly what he needs right now. He's got to use up a lot of energy with this healing. That being said, we are going to start weaning him off of the ketamine drip to see how he fares, and then hopefully by the end of the week we can transfer his hospitalization over to a primary vet to hopefully save a little bit of money. And then from there we should have more flexibility to be able to take him to and from these other appointments. So how long is this going to take, and what exactly are the plans for his future? Well, this is a very day-by-day type of case. And while he is absolutely loving affection right now and doing so very well, we want to make sure that as we start to wean him off of some of the pain medication, that he continues to be as comfortable as he is now. The entire healing process for something like this is weeks to months, but we are hoping that he can come out of the hospital in another maybe 2 weeks. And once his body is more healed and more stable, then we will be addressing his ears and his eyes, which could need surgical correction. But he can see, and we are extremely hopeful that worst case scenario, he will just need daily eye drops. So even though we are not looking good, we are looking really good. We can do this. He can do this. You can do this. This is Zabby's army.